Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. So, bad news for me. Two of my KS0s are down and not functioning, and the third one could be right behind it. So, let me just hop down here and I'll show you. I've got only the KS0 Pro running. Both Ultras are down, and it's been a hard pill to swallow. What happened was I had bought from Veteran Miner 3 cables. I bought the barrel connector on one side and the 6-pin on the other, so I can hook these up to the HP server power supplies with the breakout boards. And then that way I could power 2 of them or more, if you wanted to, off one 1200-watt power supply. I do have them plugged into my 30-amp outlet, so I do get the full 1200. So I only had 2 of them hooked up to it, which is only about 200 watts anyway, so it was complete overkill. But I wanted to make sure that they were getting the best of the best. So anyway, let me grab my wire. So I decided that I was going to be installing some of the software to try to undervolt and try to make these more efficient. Well, I didn't get there. I started seeing a lot of comments in chat that were people were solo mining, and they were doing pretty good at it too. Some only had 1 miner, some had a couple more, and I thought, well, you know what, I got these 3, and they run pretty good, so why not solo mine? 30 days, just going to let them run. Well, I changed the settings and I let it go, and I could see my earnings were dropping, that I was basically making zero. Obviously, I'm solo mining. Well, the next day I noticed that I had made a little bit of money, and I was like, well, that's impossible. How can I make anything if I'm solo mining unless I hit a block? So I looked at 2 of the miners and they were set for solo, and the third one I couldn't connect to. It just wouldn't connect. Tried different port scanners, it just wouldn't connect to it. Though it was showing up here in showing that it's mining in the pool or in the solo, but it was listed right here. I'm wondering, what could it be? Why won't it connect to it? I can't figure it out. So I decide to do a reset on it, thinking maybe I'll just factory reset it and just start over really quick. Well, it wouldn't do it, and then I decided to shut it off and take a look at it and see if there was some sort of problem, because at one point when I turned it on, it didn't turn on, so I had to turn it on. I had to click the power again, on, off, for it to... Anyway, I looked at it and I unplugged it, and when I did, which you really can't see even if full screen, the inside of the barrel pin is completely melted. It's it's black, and it looks like whatever it was is now like almost even like puffed out of the barrel pin. It's KO'd. So that's no longer working. So I thought, okay, well, maybe if I took one of the other 2 wires that I have and I plugged it in here, just to see if it was, if it's still running, if it's good, I thought I'd give it a shot. So I powered down the other KS0 Ultra because it was right next to it. And when I went to take the power cable out, it spins a little bit, but you can't pull it out. And I mean, whatever happened inside, it's melted it or used it or something on the inside of the connector. And making all this noise. Let's see if I go a little bigger. Not that you can really see anything, but it's just like I said, it moves a little bit, but you can't pull it out of it. It won't come out. So it's kind of stuck in there of sorts. So the other KS0 is down. So that leaves me my Pro. And that one also has a Veteran Miner barrel to 6-pin on it. I mean, it's running. I don't want to mess with it. But if there's a problem, I don't want there to be any more problem. You're messing with electricity. All kinds of things go downhill when you have problems with electricity. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that one down, and I'm going to go in there and check the power connector and see how it's looking, and see how it looks. If it's got a problem, then I will, unplug it, obviously. But I guess I'll just go back to the old power supply that I had with it, and use that. I did buy one upgraded one when I did the overclocking, so I can hook that one up. I do have the original one that came with this. I don't know if it'll work with this this miner. I think they use the same power if they're not overclocked, but I'd have to look into that because it was for the Pro, not the Ultra. So I'll have to look at that one and see to make sure. But see if this one turns back on. If it does with the regular power supply, I'd be happy. This one, it's stuck inside of it. I don't want to force it out. I might have to open it up and take that connector off and solder a new one on, which this is something that I've never done. I do know a guy. He knows who I'm talking about. I know he's watching. Maybe I'll work something out with him, of course, for a fee. Anyway, I'm going to go check that KS Pro and see what the connector looks like. Now, I did email Veteran Miner. They do have something on their website that says they honor 100% guarantee on their products. But even if I got new wires from them, I mean, I don't know if I would use them again. And considering that this miner now is going to actually wind up costing me money to repair, or what I might do with it, that's just another reason why I might not use that wire, even if they were to send me new wires. I know I did that video recently where I was talking about resale and selling the Caspa and all these things and how I could even come close to breaking even, possibly, probably not. And now I'd have to factor into that spreadsheet not 2 KS0 Ultras, but 2 KS0 Ultras that need repairs. So truly disappointing, kick in the teeth, kick in the nuts. But, lesson learned. But check that other miner. It may be off as well, and that may conclude my Caspa mining, which I am just devastated. I have enjoyed mining Caspa and having fun with Caspa. The new deployed tokens, websites, I've just had so much fun. GPU mining in the beginning, ASIC mining later on. I've run a node. I've just had a lot of fun with Caspa. So this is really heartbreaking, and I'm just don't know what to really do, what direction to go in. Like I said, I'm going to look it up and see if that stock power supply will work with this. I do have the other upgraded one that I can put on that. And this one with it stuck inside of it, I'm going to have to figure out how I can repair that or how much it's going to cost me to repair. I do not do soldering. So we'll see where we go with that. Comments down below. Have you had problems with your wires or power supplies or miners in general? I'd love to know. If you want to subscribe to the channel, the button's right over there. Of course, if you want to watch any of my other videos. As a matter of fact, the one that's going to be up there is going to be the one when I actually got these wires from Veteran Miner, and I'll show you how excited I was, because these I was so excited. So we'll see what they say. Like I said, I emailed them. We'll see what they come back with. Now, I emailed them at first with just one wire saying that it was burnt out, but then I started to investigate and found the other stuff that happened. So we'll see where it ends up. Anyway, thanks for checking in. I'll see y'all next time.